coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
You look at this Jaguars. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Eluding the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Rip, 23.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
3rd and 4.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the 1st down.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd down and
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. A give to ETN running right.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
And their 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Here's Pacheco once again.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This a 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. It got his man complete.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Lawrence will throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. That's caught by Chosen.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half.
McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They go play fake. Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That's into the hands of Chosen.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline it goes.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Christian Kirk, 79 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
In motion right is Tony. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To the left side and taken in by Chosen.
Call it a gain of a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Back to the ground with Etienne.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, 50 yards.
And the Jaguars get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 59 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, Now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the...
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Etienne once more. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 43 yards.
And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mahomes now on first down.
And he'll look underneath here for it.
And he loses the football a second time. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And again, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Another tote for Etienne.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. A give right side for Pacheco.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Lawrence. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Throwing now, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for two here.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. They'll come up first and 10 here. Mahomes to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Robbie Chosen.
46 yards.
And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Chiefs 28. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
To kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final try for Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelce.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that...
Yeah. Run it back. 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 Run it run it run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, listen to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back like another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat today.